What's up? What's up? Real quick, I just had to come on here because we had these protector covers on sale yesterday, and we had a whole stack of these, and I didn't know they were gonna be that popular. They sold out in one day. I got 2 left, and these are weird mixers. Newmark Skratch and the DJM S5. Sheesh, we sold a whole shitload of the S11s, the S9s, the S7s, Elite mixer. What else is there? Tractor mixers. And if you can see real close, let me see if I can get a close-up. These are the limited edition ones with the Scratchy Seal logo on them. Let me see. Those are good close-up. Oh, here you go. So if you look really close, these have the Scratchy Seal logo on them. Fucking dope. The same logo is on the Fidget Faders. Fidget Faders are getting sold out too. Damn. Anyway, those sold out in just a few hours. But so right now, if you guys want them, you're gonna have to wait a couple of weeks. There's a pre-sale now because I didn't know it was gonna be that popular. Fuck. Well, that's good. That's good news. Shit. These are the limited edition ones. Big shots to Capello Skins, DEP, DJ Equipment Protectors, and yeah, they'll be on pre-sale. We gotta add. It's gonna be how you call it? New mixers. The fuck is it called now? Rev 7 will be part of the collection if you want one of those. A little more expensive because it's bigger. And then oh, speaking of bigger, we got a bigger place. We got a new studio. Turntable TV Studios is the new lab. We got a new office, and this is the last day of the Octagon in this place. So we're gonna take this whole gigantic fucking table. This is where me and the Pickles and all kinds of bazillion DJs all over the world, we practice on this Octagon. We're taking it to the new lab where we can finally see the whole thing. And we're gonna have the grand opening November 5th, 6th, and 7th. I'm sorry, November 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's on djqbert.com if you want tickets. Very limited seating, and that's gonna be fun. You can all cut it up together. What do you call it? I'll bring a couple drum machines. We can make beats, hang out, just kick it, and it'll be a scratch seminar. There's a lot of scratches I'm gonna be talking about that I never talk about. Speaking of, let me talk about one of them here. I'll show you something kind of crazy, but it gets crazier if you go to the Night at the Octagon. That's gonna be fun. We used to do that all the time. The Night at the Octagon shit. Everybody would come through and we would all kick it, and then the fucking COVID shit happened, and it was like, close it up. We were like, oh man. But it's back. We're back. Thank God. Anyway, here goes a scratch right here. Check it out. This guy, Qbert Henke. Is he in the chat? Let's see who's in the chat right now. Let's see who's in the chat. Wander Regan, Scale Riders, Job Van Dam, DJ Chuck One, Illmatic was up, Pijilla. Don't like that. Don't tilt that. I still can't read it to this day. Forrest Matt, the UK's in the house. Where's everybody from? Canada's in the house. What's up, Dan? Tripmaster Monkey. Woo! Used to always go to the Night at the Octagons too. Hells yeah. So anyway, speaking of that, we give seminars there, and I'll show you something right now. But boy, we're gonna give out a lot of crazy ones. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Bakersville in the house. What? All right, here, check this out. This is a cool scratch. This is brought to us by Qbert Henke. Very cool combo. Check it out. See if you guys can figure this out. If you guys can figure this out, god damn. Check it out. All right, here you go. If you guys can figure that out, you're a champ. You're like a pro fucking scratcher. All right, so that's the subject for today. I'm gonna teach you guys that Skratch. If you guys don't know it, type in a 1 if you want me to reveal it. Type in a 2 if you know it. If you know it, right? Tell us what it is. Otherwise, type in a 1 and I'll give you the secret right now. Let me go get my whiteboard and I'm gonna I'll show it to you guys. Oh shit, Indonesia in the house. What? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Illmatic said seesaw. That's up half of the battle, half of the equation. Very good. Very good noticing that, Illmatic. Alright, I'll show you right now. This is what it is. Let's do the part that he said. It's a seesaw, right? Forward, backward, and then you skip a note and you got backward, forward. Alright? So that's a seesaw right there. Tell me if you guys can see that. Thanks for the board, Illmatic. Illmatic got me this board too. Alright, let's see. This is the scratch right here. Forward, back. It's a really cool scratch. I'm like, damn, now I want to practice it. This is a seesaw. Forward, backward. Turn the fader off, and then backward, forward. I gotta turn the fader off so I can start it over again. So that's a seesaw. Let me use vinyl. I'm gonna use wax. Alright, here we go. So that's a seesaw, right? Turn the fader off, and then now you can start backwards. You gotta turn it off and start again. Anyway, so that's a seesaw. So the scratch I was trying to tell you is this right here. Let's do it again. This is the scratch. You guys, nobody has figured it out yet. But I haven't figured it out. Sheesh. Hold on one second. That's it right there. Here we go. Hold on. All right. So the secret to that scratch is this. Real easy. Nobody's got it yet? I'll do it again. Here we go. So the secret to that scratch is it is a seesaw, but you do 2 clicks. Right here. 2 clicks right there. And 1 click right there. And that's it. And then the same thing on this side. 2 clicks right there on the back. And 1 click right there. And that's it. So it's a fraction seesaw. So fractions are this. 2, 1. And then over here on the back part, 2, 1. Woo! Nerdy shit. Nerd scratch stuff. Alright. So that's it right there. Fucking seesaw fractions. Damn. Let's try that out. Here you go. Alright, that's that. 2 click. I'll do it again. I'll do it slow. 2 click. And then 1 click back. Turn the fader off, which is the middle part, and then just do it backwards. And turn the fader off, and then start again. Alright, that's it. Class is over. Alright, slow motion, and that's it. That's it. I'll do it even slower. Alright, even slower. 2 click, 1 click. Turn the fader off and do it backwards. Turn the fader off and start again. That's it! Alright? Type in an X if you get it. Type in a 2 if it's like, what the fuck? I like it. Let's see who's in the chat. Tripmaster Monkey knows what's up. You know what's up. You got it, Forest Matt. You got it. Illmatic knows about it. So anyway, he said, what about if you... There's a bazillion things you could do with that too. So yes. You guys know what's up. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here because I was super excited. These skins sold out in 1 day. God damn. So anyway, now we have a pre-sale. And there's let us know what mixer you want. And we'll send them out to you. fun stuff. So if you don't know what they are, do you remember a long time ago I had like a big old hole on my mixer skin, on the DJ skins? I scratched it off. After a while it gets fucked up and it gets all worn out. Then I have to get another one, and after a few months or weeks it gets fucking, there's a hole there again. So these, they're like these thin covers that go over your DJ skins. Big shouts to DJ skins and 12-inch skins. It goes right over these guys perfectly, and it's like real. You can't scratch your the skin no more, so it saves the art. If you got like lines on your mixer and you want to save the little hash lines, whatever, it won't scratch off. This shit is dope. I love this. And they come in all varieties. The S11 was the most popular, the S9, the Elite mixers, the Tractor Z2 mixer, but they all sold out. There's only 2 left. These are like these off the wall ones. Like I said, the Newmark Scratch. Who got a fucking Newmark Scratch mixer? They got 1 left. A DJ S5. What the heck is that? I don't know what I don't know what a S5 is. I just get all these free mixers from all these companies, so I never got an S5. But yes, speaking of free stuff, Pioneer has been giving me all these mixers, but there's gonna be a new one, that a skin for the Rev 7. I said that earlier, but yeah, a little more expensive because it's huge ass skin. It's like a skin protector. It's a rubber for your rubber. Let's see who's in the chat. DJ Chuck 1, what's up? I know him. Newmark still makes mixers. I was like my first mixer when I was a kid. I had a Radio Shack, and right after that I had a Newmark 1150, 1450, then an 1850. Crazy. Fader burn, right? P. Gilla, what's up? And yes, that's about it. That's about it. This guy said, you're orbiting your seesaw. Yes, Tripmaster Monkey, you're orbiting, but it's not an orbit. It's a those are fractions. You could orbit your seesaw. There is a orbiting seesaw. There is that scratch. Let me see if I can still do it. That would be like this. So that's instead of 2-click, 1-click. That's just all 2 clicks. 2-click, 2-click, and then reverse. That's a seesaw version of that. So what Tripmaster Monkey was saying was this one, the seesaw, the what do you call it? Oh, that's cool. You could turn it upside down and do it the other way. He was talking about the orbit version. 2-click, 2-click. He was talking about that version. He was talking about this version. Let's try to do it slow. So anyway, that's kind of like some shit that another guy was asking about, that like, how do you do a 2-click flare but starting with the fader closed? Because in this sense, you got to start with the fader closed and then reopen it to do the flares, right? Because in order to get from one position to get to the reverse position, you got to close a fader, and then it's like, what? How do you start a flare? Because a flare starts with the open fader. How do you start with a flare with the thing closed? Well, you got to open and then do the flare. You gotta close it and then open it again and then do the flares. So yes, if you want to do a 2-click flare from a closed position, you just gotta do it. See, it's closed. Normally I start with the fader open for flares because flares are open fader scratches, but this is like, how do you do a flare from the closed position? Answer is, you just gotta do it. So it's in a split second you're opening it and then doing flares. So it's kind of almost like a reverse chirp. It's like, ooh. You know what I mean? It's like. So starting from the closed position, how do you get into a flare? In slow motion, it just would be that. And what's cool about it is it sounds trippy. Like, it sounds a little bit different. Like there's something there. It's just like that reverse chirp. You know what I mean? And if you want to start forward, same thing. Now I'm gonna do from the if you want to go forward into a flare and then your fader's closed. It's like, how you do that? You just fucking gotta do it. I'll do a 1-click. See, it's like you gotta open it first. So it's almost like you get this extra sound in there. Let's do a 2-click. So yeah, you're getting extra sounds like. It's kind of dope. Starting your flares in closed position. It's fucking dope. I like it. I like it. I like it. Pretty cool stuff. Very, 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 very nerdy stuff. Starting. Let's just do it backwards. Starting a transform from an open position. Huh, that's weird. Because the transform would be starting from a closed position, right? But if you start a transform from the... I'm sorry. You start a transform from a closed position. But if you start a transform from an open position, does that mean it's a flare now? Yeah, it does. It's fucking crazy. All a flare is just a flare just means you're starting with the fader open. Right? Super nerdy stuff. See who's in the chat. What's going on in there? Crossing for real. Or is that Jing for real? Where's everybody from? Is Jing for real from China? Somebody said if you want to name your baby a Chinese name, you just gotta throw fucking silverware on the ground. They gotta throw a bunch of throw a bunch of pans on the floor. Tang pong tang pong tang pong. Upbeat, what's up? I am Cosmic. Sup crew? Team Cosmic in the house. What's up? Why y'all acting suspicious? What's up? Illmatic is in the house. This guy said, is a closed fader flare different from a transform? Is a closed fader flare different? Wow, what a great question. That's a great question. I think the feeling of it is like if your intention of it is to be a flare, it might come out sounding like a flare. Kind of like, maybe? I don't know. That's a great question. Let's try it. Okay, I'm going to do a 2-click flare. But with a closed position. The intention is to be a flare, so it still sounds like a flare, but it has something different in there. Because you're starting closed. That's a fucking trip, man. That's cool. These are good questions that we never really talk about. That's dope. That's dope. I love it. So let's try that again. So if I want to go... So I'm doing a... once again, I'm doing a flare, a 2-click flare with a fader closed. So there's like this miniature delay, like it's going. There's a miniature delay where right when you open it, it's like, and then you get into. So it's like. So if I did it with the fader open, almost sounds the same, but a little bit different. See, that's with the fader open, but with the fader closed, it's like. This is like freaking, how you call it? It's like. Subtle shit. Like I was talking to this one guitar player. This guitar player was like he was strumming the guitar downwards, like or yeah, he's going dang 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 dang, and then he said, "Oh, but if you strum it upwards, it sounds different." To me, I was like, it sounds fucking the same to me, but to him, it was like a whole new universe. And so, like, I think DJs could probably pick it up. Like nerdy people would pick up the different sound of it. But the normal person will be like, it's all just fucking whatever, spaghetti. But to us, we can hear it because we're so used to fucking all the sounds. We'll be like, yo, there's something different about that sound. And especially because all of us have a different way of scratching. All of us have a different signature. Like I always say, everyone's going to sound a little bit different on their scratch. Or in some cases, a lot different. Everyone's going to have a little different touch. So that... starting with the fader closed into a flare, woo, and with your own touch, everyone's gonna sound different. So that's fucking amazing. So look forward to being unique. The more you do it, that's awesome. Yap 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 and yap yap yap. I be fucking yapping, huh? Let's see. Emilian says had a machinery, not the fact. Why y'all suspicious? I like that name. That's funny. It totally rips the sound a bit. You see, man, you can hear it. See, you already know what's up. All you pro DJs, you already know what's up. I was going to say, hi, Sensei Q. What's up? What's up? I am a student, absolutely. What's the name for a student? You know how in Japanese they call like a teacher a sensei. What do you call a student in Japanese? Sensei. But what's the student called? What's the student word? Anyway, I'm gonna head out. I just wanted to let you guys know if you guys want to come through to the Night at the Octagon, that's gonna be dope. Tickets are on djqbert.com, and these skins are out. Man, I love these. I gotta get some more from my other mixers in the Octagon. Shit, I better get some before people come to the Octagon. That shit's gonna be straight up scratched the fuck off. I'm gonna get a bunch of these for those. This guy said, "What do you call Asian with 20 arms?" What? What's the answer to that one? This guy said, "And I one-click flare sounds like a crescent flare." Faux pas. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, y'all. I'm gonna practice my way out of here. This guy said, "I don't know either, but I bet you would win the DMC next year." Wow, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Speaking of that, man, I want to find MCUB40. I want to kick it with him again. That guy's fucking a bunch of laughs. I'm gonna bring MCUB to the Night at the Octagon. We're gonna have a good time. So we're gonna film that. We're gonna go live on YouTube and Twitch. That's gonna be dope, dope, dope. All right, y'all. Let's see who's in the chat one more time before I bounce. Dragon Model, what's up? DJ Chuck One, Mr. Kabusta, Upbeat Patrick, Matt Forrest, the UK's in the house. Faux pas. And Madame, why y'all acting suspicious? Jing for real, Chris Chill. Yeah. All right, y'all.